is the same one that was in the driveway that she was forced into while she was waiting on her family before leaving for school. These pictures help us, but we need evidence to find the SUV and to find Hania's and bring her home safe to her mother and the community where she lives and get her back to school safely. We're asking anyone in the Lumberton area who may have a camera or a video surveillance system to save the video and contact the tip line immediately at 910-272-5871. Even if you do not see the vehicle in your video, save it anyway. Please call the tip line anyway, as it may contain important information that will help us find Hania back to the city. I cannot stress this enough. Please call the special tip line at 910-272-5871. If you have any footage at all, get it to us. Call us and we will come out and take the footage. We need to hear from you. We need to hear from you. This young girl is a part of our community and we want her back, and we want her back safely. Call 911 if you see the stolen 2002, it's the same body style, 2002 or 2003 Ford Expedition with the South Carolina license plates NWS 984. NWS 984, South Carolina license plate. We need to find her. She's our child too in this community. When she hurts and the family hurts, we hurt also. Everyone in this community wants Hania back to be safe and normal again in this community. Please, please help us. If you have any video or any surveillance, no matter how minute you feel like it is, get it to us. Call that tip line and get it to us. We need to find her. We need to get her back here safely. I'm going to turn it over now to FBI Agent Supervisor Andy.
Thank you, Chief, and I echo the Chief's sentiments. The FBI has brought in a number of resources to help find Hania. Today, we have additional Spanish-speaking investigators from Fort Bragg join us. They're going door to door with our agents and our investigators and task force officers in the search for Hania. We need to speak to anyone who lives in Rosewood Mobile Home Park, anyone who drove by, or anyone who has visited the area. Please do not be afraid to talk to us. We only want to find Hania. We're using many law enforcement methods and tools in this investigation, but you are still the most important partner we have. Please call us. As a reminder, the special tip line for this investigation is 910-272-5871. As a reminder, the FBI is offering a reward of up to $15,000 for information that leads investigators to the location of Hania. Please share the posters, share the message, spread the word on social media, talk to us, and help us bring Hania home. I will now turn it over to Special Agent Lisa Vita for remarks in Spanish.
Thank you. Buenas tardes. El 5 de noviembre, aproximadamente a las 6:58 de la mañana, un hombre desconocido secuestró a Hania Aguilar, de 13 años, frente de su casa. El vehículo que secuestró a Hania se robó es de la familia. Es un Ford Explorer verde con tablilla NWS 984 con la tablilla de Carolina del Sur. El Departamento de Policía de Lumberton y el FBI obtuvieron unas fotos del vehículo robado. Esta mañana, estos son los dos vehículos, las dos fotos que tenemos del vehículo robado. Le pedimos a la comunidad de Lumberton, le solicitamos a toda la comunidad que tengan video de seguridad en el negocio o en su residencia, que por favor graben los videos y nos llamen, que llamen a la línea de información especial que es el 910-222-5251. 272-5871. Lo que ustedes no piensen que sea importante puede ser importante para nosotros. Dejen que los investigadores hagan su trabajo y puedan determinar eso. Por favor, le estamos pidiendo que no tengan miedo de llamar. Okay, lo único que nosotros estamos interesados es solamente en que Hania regrese a su casa y que esté de vuelta en la comunidad de Lumberton. Muchas gracias. Ahora, si tienen alguna pregunta.
We'll take a few questions.
Yeah, the pictures that you have, can you tell us what roads those were on? Where did you find those?
So, sir, we're not going to go into the exact locations. One of the reasons is if we tell you a specific location, there may be others in the community who live a few miles away who decide, well, I don't need to talk now because they're off going in another direction. So it's more important to show people that some folks have called in and shared their CCTV image, but we also don't want to discourage people for fear that they may be revealed as a source of information for law enforcement, and they may not be comfortable doing so. So we'd rather share the information without it being attributable.
And when you talk about fear, is there fear amongst the families that live there that law enforcement may be doing more than just coming in to get information about the missing child?
We've had no sense of any type of fear or apprehension. This would be a standard remark we would make in any type of investigation so that people understand what our focus is. Naturally, there are some individuals who are reserved and hesitant and not wanting to talk to law enforcement, but it's always a healthy reminder as to why we have a presence throughout the day and into the evening throughout the community. And this is why we do it in conjunction with local law enforcement to show that we are not just one operation, but we are actually one large team.
Lastly for me, if the child have a social media or a cell phone, I don't need to reveal too much about your investigation, but is that being helpful at all in trying to pinpoint where she might be?
As you know well, that we are exploiting any opportunities we have to gain information, and you're absolutely right, we can't share details about this, but that is an avenue that we will continually explore during this investigation.
Did you guys get any leads from the $15,000 reward?
We are receiving tips and leads from the community. We like to think that part of it is a result of trying to do the right thing on behalf of Hania and her family, but we are hopeful with the publication of a $15,000 reward that will increase the phone calls coming into the tip line.
What about the suspect himself? How did he get into the neighborhood? It's kind of off the beaten path.
And that's still an angle that we're still exploring. We're still working on that.
I have a couple of questions, a two-part question. One is the idea that it was a black man who abducted her, has that been dispelled now? You're saying that the person didn't actually see what the person looked like if they were covered. And two, have any and all male relatives been excluded from
We're not excluding anyone in this investigation. I will remind you what we said yesterday. The family is fully cooperating with law enforcement, but we are not excluding any group of individuals as potential suspects in this investigation.
That being said, do you think that Hania knows her abductor?
And we don't have any reason to believe that she knows her abductor either.
The surveillance video has captured that got released today. What day was that from? Are y'all able to comment on that?
We're not able to comment on that, but I can tell you that was in close time frame of when Hania was abducted, but I won't give you a specific time.
Is there any possibility at all? I know she was left screaming. Any possibility at all that she knew her abductor and she left with a boyfriend or someone that she knows?
We don't have any reason to believe that's a possibility, but at this point in the investigation, we're not going to rule anything out.
And did the person who see her get abducted actually see the person, or the person was fully covered but not identify the person?
I think when the person was fully covered, and when the 911 call is released to the public, that will be verified.
Last question.
How important has it been for you all to be able to work with the family?
it's been very, very important because there's some things that family members know that law enforcement or people from outside the community don't know. And so it's remarkably helpful to have their assessment and their perspective on this situation and anything that they can add that may help us in finding Hania.
Before you go, can you hold up the pictures for us so we can get tight shots right out there?
Does anybody want to ask a question in Spanish? I've had many inquiries from Spanish newspapers. Anybody want to ask a Spanish question?
You both have the same one.
Same one.
Yeah, same one.
Perdone, como sabemos mucho de la comunidad tiene miedo, ¿no? El temor a acercarse a las autoridades. ¿Qué es el mensaje que le tienen a ellos si quizás tienen información, ¿no? sobre esto?
Si tienen información, que por favor